Yes, the Headbangers Ball is coming to you from the Aardschokdag Festival in the Netherlands. And let me tell you, it is absolutely freezing here, but we promise you some very hot action indeed. Loads of great bands on the way. And first up tonight, we're joined by one of the UK's rising stars, Paradise Lost. So I'll say a big hello to Gregor and Nick. And it is freezing, but I'm going to actually start off by asking you, you've been out, started the Sepultura European support slot. How's that been going for you?
Oh, really well. We've only done about 4 or 5 dates so far, but they've been mega. You know, we've done I think it's 4 Scandinavian and 1 German so far, and it's really been amazing. You know, I mean, great. I mean, I think they've been sold out every night as well, so it's been very happening.
Excellent bill, Sepultura and Paradise Lost together. And, you know, that's a very long tour. And before that, you'd been out on the road in the States with Morbid Angel. I was wondering, how are you guys coping with this, like, endless road work?
Well, I mean, you just have to cope with it, you know. I mean, it's there's no other way. You just got to do it, you know. So if you want to get anywhere, you've got to do it. So it's just, you just got to get enough sleep and you'll be all right, you know.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just eat well, you know. You can manage to survive, just about.
And also, I was actually going to ask you, it seems that your profile is higher in Europe than in the UK. Do you put that down just to the fact you've toured here so much?
Yeah, I suppose so, but I mean, it's usually the same for most English bands, I'd say. I think it's something to do with us being British in Britain. I don't know what it is, but it's been the same all along with most bands. You know, even Def Leppard had to go to America before they could break in England. So I don't know. It's just one of those things. Your home country. I don't know. But I suppose the Sepultura tour should do us a lot of good in England. You know, because we're playing good crowds there. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we better talk about your new album, Icon, because this is the first chance we've really had to talk in depth. And once again, you worked with producer Simon Effamy. Has he been an intrinsic part of the development of the Paradise Lost sound, do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of did the Shares of God album. He's a big fan of the band and what we're actually doing and what we're trying to achieve musically. So I think he's really managed to capture the band at its best on the new album, Icon. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if we'll use him for another one, but for these two, he's been. No, we will do Simon. Yeah. For these two, he's been ideal, really. So yeah, we're very pleased.
And he also mixed the live half-hour concert that you may have seen on the Headbangers Ball a few weeks back. That's Simon Effamy, the producer. It seems that Icon is not so different to Shades of God. Hello! But it is very, very different to Gothic. Do you think that's an indication that you've kind of been defining, you're more nearer to reaching your definitive sound?
Yeah, I think we've been lucky as far as getting our own sound goes, but I'd say the main difference between Icon and anything else we've done is we've just got a lot better at songwriting, really. You know, we've managed to shorten songs down and get as much in as we could in like 7 minutes on Shades of God or whatever, so most of the songs on this LP are around 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes. And we're not running short material, and we've got a lot of ideas for the future, but we'll come to that, you know, when we get there. But yeah, it's mainly the songwriting's got better. Nick's vocals have definitely improved a lot.
Yeah, so I was actually going to pick up on that in the next segment. So we'll talk about to Paradise Lost a bit later on, but we better get on with some music right now, and we're going to see the first video from Icon. This is True Belief. Greg and Nick from Paradise Lost are still with me on the Headbangers Ball, coming to you from the Aardschokdag Festival. We're talking about their brilliant new album, Icon. And in the last segment there, Greg mentioned that one of the standout things about the album is Nick's dynamic vocals. Nick, do you think that that has helped to move you away from the death metal category more into like a classic rock act?
Hopefully. I mean, we don't want to lose any old fans that we've managed to gain from the kind of death metal scene, but we probably will do. But I mean, with that said, it's important to please ourselves more than, you know, you've got to please yourself first before you please other people, because there's no point in doing it if you're not happy with what you're doing. So you know, I mean, hopefully, you know, the old fans will be able to accept it. I think they have to a certain degree. I haven't been slagged down yet, but I'm sure I will do at some point. But
well, we'll also talk a little bit about the lyrics, because they seem to me to be very kind of angry and frustrated. What sort of frame of mind were you in when you wrote those lyrics?
It's just basically a hangover. If I'm hungover or kind of feeling miserable about something, I just kind of, various people that kind of get on my nerves in my local town, I'll just write about them. I mean, they would never find out it was about them, because I wouldn't give them the pleasure, but it's about them sort of indirectly. I mean, all kinds of things, really. I mean, I just put it all into the soup and give it a stir and serve it.
Well, we'll talk some more to the guys, but we are going to go into another video now, and actually we're going to show you the brand new video from Soul Asylum, and this is Without a Trace. It is freezing here at the Aardschokdag Festival, so we're going to have to finish off very quickly with Greg and Nick from Paradise Lost, let them go indoors and get ready for their show tonight at Aardschokdag. And we talk just very quickly a little bit more about the album. It seems to me that you went for a very kind of epic sound and kind of epic production. Is that what you were aiming for?
Oh yeah, we were trying to get it like as atmospheric as possible, and you know, a few of the songs we were almost going for the sound as if it had been recorded in a church or a cathedral somewhere or something. And I think we've managed to get that on certain songs. You know, I suppose the production is a lot more accessible than it has been on other LPs. Like Nick's vocals have been further up in the mix and things, and you know, it's less sort of rhythm guitar orientated or whatever. So I mean, I think we achieved what we set out to do anyway.
Do you feel that you were more confident in the studio this time around as well?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like we know Simon better, so if you got a producer that you know, where you can actually say what you really think to him, or you can say it to you, it's a lot easier to work with someone, you know, if you know them like a friend. So yeah, definitely.
So how would you say that, what would you say the album sums up about Paradise Lost in 1993? Is it very specific to this time where you are in your lives, or how do you think you'll feel when you look back on that?
I think it's been the LP that's been the most hard work. I mean, we've spent a lot of time writing this LP, and I think it's going to be even more harder work touring it actually. But yeah, I mean, usually when we get to this point after we record an LP, we're sort of picking holes in it and thinking, oh, well, this could have been done better. But at the moment, you know, I'm still really proud of it and things. So
absolutely. All right then. Well, good luck for the Sepultura European tour, Paradise Lost supporting. And we're going to go into our first short break right now on this Aardschokdag special edition of the Headbangers Ball. And after the break, we're going to be meeting up with one of the most underrated American bands, in my opinion, and that is Warrior Soul. Plus, we'll have a reminder of how to enter our Sepultura Concert Chaos competition. So stay tuned as the Headbangers Ball continues right after we see Paradise Lost live at the Aardschokdag Festival 93. Thanks very much to you guys.
thanks.
You're breaking a chain, lying until you can erase the past. Born with a look of deceit, playing it off, the bitter guilt defeated. Born. Stand on your own, feel from behind, fools survive, unwilling to accept decline. Oh, you turn a blind eye, oh, by your sickening man, we can gather just as fast as they can. Oh, it's what the people roar, the fear of rejection, you come back for more. Strong, don't see the love seas in the air, fucking death and release. Oh,
Our fantastic Sepultura Concert Chaos